flexibility. This means that an almost empty aircraft will feel a bit more cushy and susceptible to turn.
That sounds great.
The takeoff speed will also be lower, and the combination of that and less gentle inertia will also make it easier to get into a higher continuous oscillations where the JFK judge need to be at level.
So great.
Now that's definitely true on the Boeing 737 that I fly. Might less so on the Airbus, which has fly by wire controls that should be able to set. One thing that is definitely the same on the Airbus is the process for a lighter aircraft. See, obviously the engines are sized to be able to generate
we got a
enough thrust
clear.
to easily accelerate the aircraft for takeoff, even with takeoff weight. And that means that the huge takeoff thrust available if the aircraft is almost empty. So why would that be a problem? Is extra thrust a good thing? Well, again, it is and it isn't. From a pure performance point of view, it definitely can be in terms of takeoff distance, fire performance, etc. But handling-wise, not so much. And that's because in aircraft in this category, you need to fly with the V2, which is the safe class speed, or V2 plus 10 if the engines are working. Those speeds give the aircraft a good combination of
Nice one.
enormous footprint, and is therefore also what the flight directors in its primary flight disposition should follow. Under normal circumstances, the thrust to electric aircraft result in pitch up at like 15 to 18 degrees after takeoff. If we get approximately those speeds, that's therefore also what the pilots are used to aim for. And if the thrust stays the same and the weight is significantly lower, well then the pitch achieve that same speed, and the aircraft will therefore also climb significantly faster. But at the same time, pilots try to avoid pitch attitudes above 20 degrees under normal circumstances, which in these cases would therefore mean pitching less than B in order to keep that speed that I just mentioned, and then just let the speed accelerate instead. On the Airbus, the engineers who programmed the flight directors had actually taken this into account, which meant that the flight director was direct your high-end wire pitch to 18 degrees, and instead just let the speed accelerate. The V2 plus 10 on target is anyway, and as long as the maximum speed for the flaps is not exceeded, it doesn't actually matter if the aircraft accelerates at in any case, this was rarely ever a problem because of another system used in the Airbus known as flex temperature. Now, I have mentioned this before in some of my other videos, which is why you should definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so go on, do it. Click on it. Good stuff. Anyway, to keep it short, in order to artificially limit the takeoff thrust, the pilots can calculate the flex temperature, which they will then input into the flight management computer. That temperature will essentially trigger the engine to increase just enough to fulfill all the Airbus takeoff performance limitations but not more. This has the added benefit of reducing the wear and tear on the engines as well as minimizing fuel consumption. And there is really no downside to it.
Oh, so that was a flashing yellow.
Adding my parents and grandparents, but as soon as I did, my heritage didn't stop. Actually, my three little brothers that they had on record. And that's when it started to get interesting. I soon ended up adding 30 relatives from my great-grandfather to the Thornfield side, big thanks to their small access and undiscovered features.
Extremely painful. Oh, hey there.
And this has always been a bit of a legend in my family, so it was so cool to actually see it in reality. And then, you know,
well, hello, friend.
I was able to colorize and even animate this photo of Adrian, my grandmother. So cool. So if you have ever been curious about your roots or just want to explore your family's past in a way that is simple and surprisingly emotional, I highly recommend giving My Heritage a try. Thank you, My Heritage. Now let's continue. The initial part of the takeoff proceeded the first officer rotated and started pitching up the full speed. But like I explained earlier, they were not flying. Found myself in this more than the flight director would stop indicating higher at 8 degrees, as I explained before, but with that pitch the speed is not rising, so fast also therefore continued to pitch up outside his flight director in order to still keep the speed of his 10, which he was used to.
It's that engineer.
That's higher than the speed they wanted, but still well inside.
570, clear west, over back.
Far away from any maximum. Continue to pitch up. 6 seconds later, the altitude has reached 24.6 degrees, with the first officer still inputting 11.7 degrees pitch up on his side stick. And here, another feature of the Airbus's fly-by-wire system now kicked in. You see, like I mentioned before, pilots rarely allow their aircraft to pitch up higher than 20 degrees during all operations, and actually, any pitch above 25 degrees used to be part of the definition of an aircraft offset, which would require the gun to execute a offset recovery procedure. Now today, that definition has been updated for most intent, but the definitions are deeply ingrained in most experienced pilots. Because of that, Airbus has protection protocol which limits the number of pitch angles that a pilot can select to different values depending on the
been this train a couple times just to see it.
In this case, since the flaps are still extended,
Thank you.
activate this protection, which meant that the flight directors now disappeared. But that still didn't stop the first officer from inputting even more some inputs on his side
We
stick,
have the engineer.
and that activated yet another Airbus protection system. A system that you might have heard of before.
Virgin. Wait. Did I hear that correctly? We're getting rid of the double yellows? Or passes?
What do you say?
Passes.
You want to see them?
He was just checking to see if we did. I'm good. It's probably the better approach. Or clear? Oh yeah, we gotta get it.
And this aircraft was right near that angle.
Oh no, man, I
As it
think
turns
it was
out,
time for
there is
that
also
thing to
another
know.
criteria for the activation
I'm
protection.
deaf.
It turns out that if the pilot's side stick is deflected more than 14 degrees backstick and 1 or 2 detections,
It's an engine. There's an engine.
flag is also active, and the alpha forward will also
Listen.
activate. And since those criteria were not met due to the high nose altitude and backstick input, the aircraft momentarily cut into alpha forward protection. The way this would have shown the pilots was primarily by pronunciation of their flight mode annunciator or flight display. The pitch increased with that nose and it stopped at the current value until a further nose of input was made and the thrust
That's the second phase. That's the yard lead.
half a second, so the pilot's likely never saw it. Stay engaged until the pilot flying across the back engagement again. In this case, the thrust was
Where's that rock?
since the pilots would take off. The thrust
$570.
token lock indication was the thrust also disengaged without the thrust using the
This is
thrust
not
next
a,
to the thrust levels, and 8 seconds later he then re-engaged it again using the
Indicate sound traffic stop proceeding at 15.
levels.
Sound traffic stop proceeding at 15. Sound westbound.
The system
what was she saying about trying to man, Mr. Didi. We're about to get an automated system about the defect detector.
they guess they were routine in their flights.
Communication.
In any case, the rest of the flight continued normally since this was
Detector milepost 638.1. Main 1. No defects. Total axle 1, 2 out.
Same thing.
Now this was obviously not a right. The system had activated and given the pilot some strange indications.
We got a
Safety
clear.
of the flight was never completely activated.
Maybe something else. I don't think I had any point. I'm just trying to yell.
Doing something that they just didn't understand. Always maintain situational awareness.
It used to be the Monkey Road. Hey.
So
There's the Monkey
these two
Road.
pilots now
Oh,
experienced. Anyway, after they had shut down the aircraft and standing steering, passengers on this part, the first officer received a call from the Air Force.
that's why he's from.
So it was a ferry flight to
How do I
the
know?
Paris. A ferry flight is when an empty aircraft lost passengers from one airport to another. And given that this was Toulouse, the whole Airbus, it was likely not to supply maintenance, but the final report didn't really specify that. It was also agreed that he also asked the company to select
Not that dumb.
the Airbus controller said no.
Completely wrong.
Together. The captain agreed and the first officer therefore suggested this to operations. This meant that the second flight flying together again in the air.
Yeah, that means we had debate.
Yes, that's where this is the stop here.
Thank you. What do you say?
Something about the next station stopping. I'll be together while personal belongings.
90% of the balance. In this case, they likely also had the electronic fire bags, tablets containing all the commandos and charts.
It needs to be
So a
recognized.
single single toga look in their effort. And if the conditions were there for this could be essential here.
Ah.
From there, they could have used the features behind it. But if that would fail, the airlines also have taken support channels for the pilots from queries. And if that still
Star City. So I guess.
The weather was once again quite nice, with only some few clouds at 10,000 feet, and there were no technical issues recorded on the aircraft. This time they will be flying a beautiful Airbus A321, which is a significantly bigger aircraft than the baby Airbus A318 that we have flown those days before. Now, pilots with type ratings of the Airbus A320 family can fly on those variants with that same type rating, because Airbus is also fly by
This
the flight controls on all of these aircraft should handle in very similar ways, but there are still some differences. For example, since the Airbus A321 is significantly longer than the A318, it comes with a bigger risk of tail strike during rotation. So every time I set walked out to the aircraft and verified its technical status, the captain, who was not going to be part of flying, briefed the first officer about this and said that they would limit the initial rotation to 7.5 degrees. And he also added that this would be the chance they had to try to recreate that strange indication that they had experienced on the flight before. So in order to do that, he decided that they should also, once again, execute a fully thrust takeoff, this time with a completely empty aircraft. Now, from a procedural standpoint, there are no differences between how pilots should handle a ferry flight from a normal passenger flight. There are some extra steps there to do, since there are no cabin crew, to make sure that trolleys will keep shooting down the aisle during landing. Thankfully, that's happened. On top of that, the procedures and rules stays exactly the same. Having said that, though, the atmosphere in the flight deck can be quite organized in these situations. It is not unheard of that pilots might try things out a bit more when there are no passengers around, as comfort needs to take account. A very tragic example of this happened on Pinnacle Airlines flight 3701, which are also covered on this channel. And if you want to see that one next, then I will link to it at the end of this video. In any case, the pilots had soon completed their pre-flight and therefore started taxiing out towards the holding point for runway 14 left. This time, there was an Air France 372 Victor. Once the before takeoff checklist had been completed, the first officer advised to his tower that they were ready for departure, and they were subsequently cleared for takeoff on the 14 left with 9 winds reported. So at time 17:52, the captain moved the aircraft into position, stabilized the engines, and then moved the two thrust levers into the turbo tent. And then now closed the
We're probably gonna do
jump into action and quickly accelerate down the runway. The captain carefully rotated this weight and thrusted with a quite huge actually tail strike in, but he then continued to pitch up just like his colleague had done 2 days earlier. Initially, he pitched for 17 degrees, but
this double main line from here, the signals at Rogers, all the way over to West Sunset. Okay, I'm gonna guess that they're gonna be.
Now, so far, you might not think that this was so bad, and in itself, the aircraft wasn't that very danger. But the alpha flow protection has been added to the aircraft for a reason, and it's not the pilot's job to try and purposely push the aircraft into a situation where it's not Yeah, sure. There are some value in actually flying the aircraft and seeing where the margins are, so that we can take control if a situation will arise that requires it. But that's why we have simulators. Not necessarily.
70 clear, Gilbert, over. Clear, Gilbert, 210, 70 was down.
The thing to keep in mind here is that when pilots
How can they see if it's clear? And like 2 miles away.
Things can quickly start to escalate far outside of what the pilot think should be done. Next to this flight is a great example.
Probably
Here,
gonna make
the
it to work.
climb also cleared to continue up to flight 140. As they approach flight 100, the first officer contacted the next controller frequency and advised them of their clearance. He was then told by the new controller to continue their climb
all security passengers. Next stop, West Irving Station. Secure to stop exchange travelers logging to that doors. Be ready to depart the train. Thank you.
And even though there are some exceptions to this, we all tend to apply this
Number
principle
12.
in order to
That's
improve chances to seize the traffic around us and to make life a little bit easier for ATC. On Flight 100, however, there are generally no speed restrictions,
Ah, they
so
were
above
kidding.
that level, we always accelerate to a climb speed, which varies way much, but that speed may be 300 knots or so, depending on the aircraft. And the way of this acceleration is a slightly decrease of climb speed in favor of acceleration, but we rarely completely stop on the line. About maybe 500 meters per minute or so. But that was not what the dynamic controller of this aircraft do on its radar screen. Instead, Flight 372 Victor seemed to temporarily level off at Flight 100.
Mr. Western Station.
Rapidly towards 300.
Yeah, you guys have to say aggressive all the time.
The controller called the aircraft up and asked, Air France 372 Victor, what altitude are you cruising at the moment? 372 Victor. Controller then continued with, did you
37, this one
likely asking us because the controller
is,
was climbing or descending continuously, so these pilots would have needed a clearance to level off. But in any case, the first officer then replied, he accelerated
Oh, there we go.
Air France 372 Victor.
I wonder they make that announcement.
Milliseconds later, the aircraft speed drops to reversing and was instead of
And then I
remains
got a microphone just in case.
insane climb rate shooting up for lows of 50 minutes. There is no other word for what the pilots were doing here other than playing around. You see, aircraft can sense everything in completely different ways. The most obvious is carrying
Two reds like this.
that's what we are normally using to get ourselves from A to B. But the two other ways are potential and altitude.
Do you mind turning that down
Oh,
or
I'm
putting in
sorry.
some
I'm
headphones or something? Thank you.
So directly interchangeable.
You can use mine if you want. You can use my headphones. This is control point east. Whatever that is. That was talking about the radio. How was that done? What? No radio's causing no trouble.
How far are we gone?
Not that far. Minutes maybe? 20 minutes?
Before we get there?
Yeah. Maybe even 10. I don't know. We just gotta clear some. And my hand is correct. Why do I have to have this? Why do I have to have a second seat even though it's not used? I'm slowing down. I'm not even slowing down.
Attention all security passengers. Next stop, Centerport Station. Secure stop exchange traveler logging to the doors. Be ready to depart the train. Thank you.
God, they are running a little bit behind schedule a little bit, so that's why they're making announcements.
What did he say?
This is he's saying the next station stop, and if this is the stop, yeah, they'll have to make their way downstairs.
They want to make a quick stop.
Yeah, because they normally do that if they're like almost running behind schedule. Let's see. Oh, is that true? why we have to go so low? Alright, now we'll be on this side of the tracks. Holy moly.
It ain't gonna get off. I'm saying you heard it all the way over there.
I guess we had it on full volume, but it's not. Probably had it on full volume, but ah well. You starting to get pretty hungry?
No, I'm not.
What are you? What are you watching? Single bang around. I don't even know what a different one wrong move from your man down there on the interstate. On the same highway. One wrong move. You just got over here. You just got a track. Are we diverging at the Callaway? Was it a flashing?
You gotta watch this video.
What is it?
This delivery guy's getting attacked by dogs.
Oh my god. They cracked.
He threw the package. What's this? This is a deer.
A deer?
He was hiding in the bushes. What's this?
How's that? Why do dogs do that? I swear.
Because they don't like people invading their space.
That's crazy.
Watch how that guy just slipped down. Must have been ice.
Yeah.
Look at him. Jump the fence. Oh, just.
You know, I'm surprised.
Watch this. Watch this guy. He jumped.
Oh no.
That was Biddy right in the butt. Watch this guy. Now watch this guy. Woo!
My Lord.
He jumped straight over that fence. Oh, there's a dog there. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, he just fell down too. I just I'd carry me some pepper spray or something.
You want to pepper spray a dog?
Yeah. Slow him down. Injure him, really. Slow him down.
I guess you're right, but
He like hurt his knee bad.
it's not that bad to like
Oh,
I didn't even know there was a defect detector there. I did. Detector. Alright, after Bill was our next stop.
good.
So we might have to go downstairs early.
I need to go get some oil.
from the auto parts store.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and start making our way downstairs, just in case they make the announcement, because they are
I thought the next
one.
bell.
Yeah,
We can wait till after we leave the bell.
yeah, but normally, kind of running a little bit. Which medium 624. What kind of approach medium is that? Double yellow? Or...
Is that guy sold then?
Yep. I think he had his AirPods in.
Huh?
I think he had his earbuds in.
They have issues. You know, some people are sensitive.
Attention all Trinity passengers. Next stop, Bell Station. This is your stop. Make sure you grab all your belongings, sit down at the doors, and be ready to depart the train. Thank you.
Yeah, they normally do that unless if they're like
How far
about.
behind schedule? When are they supposed to be at bell?
It says it's supposed to depart at 7:48, but it's gotta be like 2 minutes of departure time.
They're running a couple of 3 minutes late.
So I guess we just go ahead and go down there, and when it stops.
Yeah, we don't want to get in anybody's way to get to the bell. As soon as they leave bell. How far? What's our time?
It says it leaves Trinity Lakes at 7:56, but we have to wait on a train in the Hearst siding, so I don't know how long.
We do?
I mean, I think the eastbound has to wait, but I don't know about the westbound. Because this is where they mostly meet. This is just a vast lane of grass.
Always stop here for
Bell.
This is bell.
Yep. It has only one-sided platform for some reason.
Are people getting out right now?
Yeah. But it's gonna be a quick stop.
What time is supposed to leave here? 58?
Trinity Lakes or Bell?
No bell.
We're now just departing.
48. It's on time now, right?
Yeah. They normally do that if it's like they normally do that for some reason. I don't know what reason, but it's whatever. See, we got an approach on East Hearst. That means we proceed on. Actually, no. It's actually a clear. Just now.
Let's go to the back.
Want to go ahead and go now? All right.
Let's go that way.
Yep. Can you carry it? I don't trust. What? What is that? Can you hold this? I'm gonna clip my phone on my belt buckle. Your hand's covering the other. And I'm good.
What do they call the station?
Trinity Lakes.
It's quite cold.
What?
It's cold in here.
It's not that bad, but it's
So how do we get off?
this side, unless otherwise. Ease. change the other day from all kids to normal English. I mean, just in case of an emergency, which I don't think we'd be able to do. What? Good idea.
Coming in the station.
Huh?
Coming into the station.
Yep.
Check the oil on the car before we get
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this train leave. Door station activated. It's gonna be a while because we're a little bit early to the station for once. Yeah, finally. It might be a while. It's gonna be a while, so I'll just
Be wild for what?
until the train departs.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
We can cross over.
Yeah, can I stay here and watch?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll let you know when I'm heading. This is what the time is now, 3 minutes behind, 3 minutes ahead of schedule. Alright. Alrighty. 570. Gotta clear all the way to Richland. Clear all the way to Richland. This thing all the way up? Yes, it is. Yeah, brother.
Stop, shoot, call over. Who's on the west side? Who's over?
$7:54. It's gonna take a little while. Guess it's like 4 minutes early. Gotta clear all the way. Oopsies. Hello? Oh, brother. Oh, hold on. Give me a second. Alright, that's it.